What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the PLL weekly recap. My name is Steve Strings, and today we are going over week 5, game 2, Atlas Outlaws. So this game completely just blew my mind. I could not believe the way that this game unfolded. There was some things that I was watching that were just honestly unbelievable. Some of the individual plays and just honestly the way that this game flowed and the momentum that this game had was probably one of the most unique games I've seen in the PLL this year. So coming into this week, there are a couple of interesting storylines. First of all, with the Atlas, they are easily the best team in the league, but last week they were handed their first loss of the season. So will they be able to bounce back right away and start building back that momentum again? Or is this the start of a real rough patch for the Atlas? In this game, we are seeing the number 1 versus the number 2 pick in the PLL draft from this year. That is, of course, Brennan O'Neil and Connor Schellenberger. Who will come out on top in this massive matchup between two of the best college draft picks we've honestly ever seen? These two offensives have two very unique play styles. The Outlaws are definitely much more of a strong, physical, downhill dodging team, power and strength kind of team. Meanwhile, the Atlas are much more of a crafty, skillful team with a bunch of players with really high IQs. So two very different offenses, two very different ways to go about it. In my opinion, I honestly think the Denver Outlaws are the worst team in the league, maybe besides the Redwoods, but they at least look a little better. I have like no confidence in the Outlaws unless one of their guys like O'Neil or Handley or someone like that just goes absolutely off. So let's see what they can do this week. At the face-off X, Kieran for the Outlaws has been playing very good, but he has the toughest matchup of all matchups this week. The GOAT, Trevor Baptiste, is standing on the other side of that X. So will he be able to have another good performance, or is this going to be somewhat of a welcome to the league moment by the veteran Baptiste? And last but not least, Liam Entman makes his first start as a professional this week. He did see action for the first time in the pros last week, but this week he is starting. You gotta feel bad for Timmy Troutner, who was having a pretty good season, but it was inevitable. Liam Entman is one of the best college goalies we have ever seen. Definitely one of the best college goalies in the last 10-15 years. So it's going to be really great to see if he can hold up and do just as well at this level. And I'm really excited to see him play. All right, so the Atlas start this game off for us real early. Literally the first possession, only 2 passes into the game. Trevor Baptiste wins the faceoff, throws it to his teammate, throws it back. He gets disrespected at the top of the 3-point arc. The defense is not pressing out at him at all. And he just decides he's going to take the shot. And he puts that one in the back of the net. Now, Trevor Baptiste must have seen my video on Instagram and TikTok about Joe Nardella last week, because I was talking about how Joe Nardella was the best Fogo player, like not just a Fogo, but a guy who can stay in the field. Last week, he took a shot and scored against Trevor Baptiste from the same exact spot that Trevor Baptiste let this one go from. And, well, he must have taken that one personally after he saw my video. He decided to get revenge. He put this one right in the back of the net, same exact play. Then the two goalies in this game decided to make 3 insane saves right in a row. Entman, McElroy, then back to Entman again. First off, there's this play where Sam Handley has a pretty nice dodge where he's changing his speeds a little bit, which is able to get him free. He puts this one low and away, opposite side, off hip on Entman. He somehow is able to get down, get all the way around to it, makes the save pretty clean. 18 seconds later, an Atlas player gets wide open on the crease right in front of the net. But once again, somehow McElroy is able to get all the way down for that one and make a pretty clean save. 22 seconds after that, Entman makes another ridiculous save where the Outlaws player is falling to the turf as he shoots it, which I'm sure is really hard to track, especially since it came out being a high bouncer. But Entman sees it the whole way and saves that one clean too. These goalies were absolutely cracked to start the game. The Atlas deliver a really clean twister finish right on the doorstep of McElroy, but somehow at first in the game, the refs called this a no goal, even though this clearly was like 2 feet in the back of the net. Now I get it, it bounced off like that bottom metal bar that's in the goal, so it probably looked in real time like it just hit the post, bounced off the middle and came out, but it was bouncing off that bottom metal bar. So the refs reviewed it pretty quick, pretty easy call, they got it right in the end. But seriously, how about this finish? I mean, he's completely destroyed his angle here, but somehow he reaches all the way back around, creates an angle for himself, and yeah, that's a good goal. Great shot, but already only halfway through the first, the Outlaws have given him a couple point blank opportunities, leaving their keeper out for dead. Next great highlight comes to us from pretty much the entire Atlas offense. Myles Jones drives right. He's having probably the best season that he's had in quite a few years. He passes back to Jeff T, who, even though he has a man on his hands, throws it behind the back, incredible vision, finds Dixon, who of course when you're finding Dixon right in the crease, he's gonna score a goal. This Atlas team has so many ways it can hurt you. I mean, if it's a Myles Jones dodge, a Costabile dodge, Doc's Aiken from up top, just let Teat handle the ball, let Schellenberger cook, find Dixon in the middle, even their bench is stacked. They have Peyton Cormier on their roster now. I mean, what can you do against this team, man? They can score from any position. It's nuts. But yeah, great pass from Teat. Good catch and finish from Dixon. Late hit, draws the foul from Bernhardt too, and one finish. Great play from the entire offense. And this is gonna be a theme for the rest of the video, but at this point, I'm already left speechless by Jeff Teat, so I'm just gonna play this one for you. I'm not even gonna talk about it.
Atlas retained possession. More fancy passing and a finish by Schellenberger.
It looks like he's just in his backyard at all times. He's cold as ice, doesn't feel any pressure, doesn't hesitate to throw these crazy passes. They're all dimes, gets the Denver defense rotating, and this incredible finish from Schellenberger. Alley-oop, jumping finish, quickest hands in the world. Maybe not in the world, but he's got real quick hands. I don't know how the defense leaves a man open, wide open like that. That's the third time this game from the Outlaws. Now, at the end of the first half, 2 stats. The score is already 6-1 Atlas. Second stat, Brennan O'Neil touched the ball 2 times that quarter. Twice. Only twice. One time he passed it, one time he had like a meh dodge, just took a shot, not a great shot. That's all you got from your generational #1 pick. So like I said a little earlier, Baptiste definitely took my video personally last week because he wins the faceoff again to start the second quarter. Right after the scrum, picks it up and scores another goal right off the faceoff. He's on fire right now. That brings it to 7-1. And guess who it is? Another Jeff Teat goal right on the doorstep. He gets a nice feed from Brian Costabile, who throws a nice no-look feed to him. That was great. But once again, is that what, 4th or 5th time that there's a man wide open on the crease for the Outlaws? I can't tell if this is just brilliant offense from the Atlas to draw these sides, get the defense rotating and exploit the open space, or if it's just outlandishly awful defense from the Outlaws. I can't tell. How is Jeff Teat wide open there? I mean, come on. 30 seconds later, look at this next play. It's a 6-on-4. The Outlaws are not transitioning back to defense fast enough, and it's just way too easy. On transition for the Atlas, long pole passes to another long pole, barely even gets a slide. It's like half a slide, no organization on the defense, and another man wide open on the crease. You gotta feel for McArdle, the goalie, but his defense is doing nothing to help him. I mean, come on, what's going on? This game was honestly pretty much over by the time it reached the third quarter. Coming out of halftime, the Atlas lead the Outlaws 9-2. They're absolutely running riot, getting whatever they want. 40 seconds into the half. I mean, come on, guys. I don't know if I should even comment on this anymore. Great feed again from Brian Costabile, who he's not really a feeder, so that's great to see. But Jeff Teat, guess who? Once again, right on the doorstep, wide open. Jeff Teat showing off his head game. And at this point, the Outlaws are shooting 9%. That's it, 9%. Awful. I don't even think I've seen Brennan O'Neil since the first quarter.
Stick on Teat, big time advantage for 7 and blue. Swims free, shoots, and scores while falling down.
What do you do? You can't stop him. I mean, there's times he's wide open. Of course he's going to score on you. And then this time, he's smothered. Guy doesn't have a stick in his hand, tackles him to the ground, and he still finds a way to go low to high. I mean, what do you do? That's like when you try and wrap up LeBron and just take the foul and he still gets the and one. These goals are coming too fast, guys. This one I actually do want to talk about because this one's really unique. Schellenberger dodging from X. There was a chip pass, a little rainbow over the goal. That I don't get how this works. I mean, I do know how it works. He's throwing to Xander Dixon, but he just lollipops it up for him over the net. This pass is in slow motion. Wasn't even on point, but it's Xander Dixon. He catches it, has a stick on his hands, shoots it through contact. This team is nuts. This is so disrespectful. That's the most disrespectful pass I've seen this season. He just tosses it up over the goal and through contact. Oh my God. 40 seconds later, the Atlas score again, but it is a controversial play this time. Dox Aiken just clearly runs out of bounds, like not slightly, like takes 2 to 3 steps out of bounds, and they don't say anything about it. I mean, I kind of get this call from the ref. Yes, there's a lot of lines on the field. No one acted like he was out of bounds. Even the defense didn't really realize, but that is a terrible call from the referees, from the Outlaws perspective. I would be pissed. Even though they're getting blown out, I would still be mad. That is a ridiculously bad call. But like I said, everything's going their way. Even the refs are on their side this game. I mean, I don't really have much to say about this game because like it's just over already in the middle of the third quarter. I'm gonna start going rapid fire here. Costabile shoots so hard right here that JT Giles' stick goes flying about 10 yards. Haven't seen that one before. Coming into the fourth quarter, this game is over. It's 2-14 Atlas. Usually I'd say this is crunch time, but this is the first blowout of the year, really. The Atlas did not let their foot off the gas pedal. They put up a couple more goals, but even so, the Atlas kept going. Costabile makes another really nice pass. I think that's 3 assists from him this game, which is really impressive from him specifically. Finds another wide open one of his teammates right on the crease. This time it's Connor Schellenberger, another quick stick, easy as pie. It looks like the team just gave up. This goal was wide open. There's no defense defender on him. The goalie's barely in his net. And I'm only showing you this clip because it is history. Jeff Teat gets an assist, BTB finish from Xander Dixon. That assist ties the single season point scoring record for Jeff Teat. Yes, he tied the single season points record halfway through the season. Let me say that again. He tied the single season points record halfway into the season. So clearly he's just going to demolish that record. Insane from Jeff Teat. Final highlight of the game, just wanted to show some D3 love to Cross Ferreira, the Salisbury man. He scores right here while on his knees, which was pretty cool, looked pretty nice. Doesn't matter, they got blown out. End of the game right there. I don't know what more you want me to say. Complete blowout. Atlas amazing, Outlaws terrible. Entman played a fantastic game. He had possibly the best pro debut for a goalie ever in the history of professional lacrosse. If anyone has a better take on that than me, who has a little bit more history and knowledge of the goalie position, please let me know in the comments. But to me, I don't know how you get much better than that game he had right there. The Outlaws weren't really challenging him, but he still played great. Like I said, in only 6 games, Jeff Teat is 1 point away from setting the all-time single season points record. He has 44 points already. Don't know how he does it. The Outlaws looked like trash. Their offense sucks. I mean, their players are good, but their scheme is terrible. They need to really fix something. Coach needs to work something out, or they need a new coach. Their scheme needs to change. I can't tell you why Brennan O'Neil did not even see the ball more. He only touched the ball 8 times. Your generational #1 pick got 2 touches a quarter. No points. I think he had like 2 shots. Absolutely abysmal. That's what I'm talking about with their game plan. They need to fix their scheme, get him the ball a lot more. I think he had like the 6th, 5th, or 7th most touches on his team. Are you kidding me? You got to get this guy the ball more. Obviously, the entirety of the Atlas offense is clicking, but some notable players from this game, like I said, Liam Entman, he played great. 77% save percentage. Nuts. Jeff Teat had 9 points this game, 6 goals, 3 assists. Tyler Carpenter, the rookie, had 6 ground balls. And on the other side of things, in the notable for the wrong reason category, Brennan O'Neil, like I said, had 0 points, 8 touches. I'm sorry, the specific stat was 10 players on the team had more touches than him. Are you kidding me? Come on. And last but not least, Waterman actually did end up besting Trevor Baptiste with a 60% win percentage from the faceoff X. That is incredibly impressive from him. But 3 games this is in a row now that Trevor Baptiste has lost the battle at the faceoff X. What is going on with him? Is Trevor Baptiste washed? I don't think so. I think just a rough stretch. Maybe he's banged up a little bit. Something like that. I'm sure he'll bounce back, though. All right, guys. That is really all I have to say about this game. This game was nuts for all the wrong reasons. It wasn't close. Complete blowout. Atlas running riot, getting whatever they want. The Outlaws couldn't get anything that they wanted. They couldn't pay for a goal. They couldn't pay to get Brennan O'Neil the ball. Abysmal from them. Fantastic from the Atlas. That's all from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this episode of the PLL Weekly Recap, please drop a like. I don't ask you for likes until the end of the video, so you guys have a chance to actually see the video and understand if you like the video or not. If you didn't like the video, drop a comment and let me know what I could do better on. If you like this, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. We're posting plenty of content on there as well to make sure you're getting your PLL and professional lacrosse fix. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure to tune in again. We're probably going to be able to cover every game from this week because of the All-Star break, so make sure you subscribe and don't miss that. Have a good day.